Welcome back to my channel, baddies. Let's make a cutesy 4th of July patriotic stars and stripes tumbler. I started with a sanded and spray painted tumbler. Now I'm placing the tape not in the center. I want it to be a little bit higher up towards the top because I want the stripes to be longer than the star section. So I eyeballed it, but then I took a ruler and held it against my cup, and then I turned it just to make sure that the tape was even. I'm sure you guys have a better method, but that's my lazy method. It worked. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lay my stripes. Guys, I just want to sing. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. Okay, I'll sing that song the whole entire time. So what I'm doing right now is I'm laying my stripes, and I'm doing this just by using tape, okay? Now, even though I am going to do white and red stripes, I'm going to do the tape side by side all the way around the tumbler. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I need spacers. I need every other tape to be a spacer, and I want my stripes to be evenly spaced out. So that's why I'm just going to put a tape next to each other all the way around the tumbler, and then I'm going to come back once I'm done, and then I'm going to peel off every other piece of tape, and then we're going to go in and do our glitter. Glitter. Now, I had told my best friend that I really wanted to do a patriotic tumbler, and while I do want to make a Milky Way, and I am going to make a Milky Way, I feel like there's lots of 4th of July Milky Way tumblers, which they're gorgeous. Trust me, I'm making one. But I just really wanted to do something a little bit different with my 4th of July cup, and so my friend was on the phone with me, and she was like, oh, what if you do it vertical? And I was like, vertical? What do you mean? She's like do the stripes vertical so that when you tilt the cup to the side, it's literally a flag going in the exact direction it's supposed to be going in. Because I've seen some people do the horizontal lines, or they do like the lines in a swirl, if you know what I'm talking about. And I was like, ooh, horizontal would be really cute, because you're right. When I turn the tumbler on its side, it is like the flag the way it's supposed to be. So I was like, oh, that's cute. So then I literally took my notebook, drew it up, showed it to her, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to hit the ground running because this is so cute. And we came up with it together, and how freaking cute. It was a little collaboration. So then I removed every other piece of tape. One of the stripes is a little bit thinner than all the other ones, but hey, what are you going to do, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to protect the top part of the tumbler, okay? And I'm going to spray paint the stripes at the bottom red. So basically I took red spray painted all over, even on top of the tape, red. And as soon as it dried, I went in with my Mod Podge. Now, I haven't peeled up the tape yet. Why? Because I want to use the tape as a guide so that I can make sure that my lines are as straight as possible, because I'm going to have to freehand the white stripes. So I just want my red stripes to be super straight. And I'm using this glitter from Michaels. It comes in a 10-ounce bag. It's literally just red. That's what the label says. It's just red. It's super beautiful. I've always loved this glitter. Actually, guys, let's have a little moment. This glitter is the very first glitter that I used for my first tumbler tutorial ever. My watermelon one from last summer. Oh my gosh. So I really like this glitter very much. And my watermelon tumbler from last year sparkles just the same to this day. So it's really good glitter, you guys. So I went ahead and just did all my stripes red with Mod Podge, and I'm trying to move fairly quickly because I don't want the glue to dry all the way, because then I'm going to have a harder time peeling up the tape, right? So I'm kind of trying to move through these as quickly as I can, using my booger hooks to pat down the glitter to try to make it lay as flat as possible. It's not a thin, why can I not think of the word? What is the word? Not thin. Fine. Oh my gosh. It's not a fine glitter. It's not like a fine glitter. So I did need to pat it down just to make it lay flat. And as soon as I had all of my stripes glittered, I came back and quickly removed all of my tape before the glue dried and it was, got stuck. Didn't want to make you watch me glitter every single stripe, so I skipped forward to this fun part. This is like Tumbler porn, right? Like Tumbler OnlyFans. Then you peel off the tape slowly. Like, how satisfying is that, you guys? To peel up the tape and reveal those nice straight lines. Oh, I am living for this. La 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 living. Okay, I blacked out. It's already looking so cute. Okay, so when I was like thinking about how I was gonna make this cup, I knew immediately that I wanted the middle of the tumbler to have something really cute, and for it not to just go from stars to stripes. I wanted it to be a little bit different. So I can't wait to show you guys the cute chunky that we're gonna use. What I'm doing here is I'm just using blue paint to paint the top part of the tumbler. These dispersion paints from CCDIY are mostly meant for you to use in epoxy, but this was just the perfect shade of blue that I needed. So I just went ahead and used this to paint the top part of my tumbler so that we can add our beautiful glitter. Now guys, I don't know, there's a pattern today because the blue glitter that we did on top is also from Michaels. It also comes in those 10-pound bags, and I will try to link it for you guys. I bought these last year. That's the hard thing too. Like obviously, like I have so much glitter that I have bought literally since last summer, and sometimes it's hard to find things still available. But if you guys can't find the exact glitter that I used, I think that you could find a pretty cool like royal, like is this navy or royal? No, it's not. It's not a royal. It's more like a navy. I'm sure you could find another navy to use. So I feel like it's like a navy with like a drop of a royal. You know what I mean? I don't know. Okay, I'll stop talking. But anyway, so I went ahead and applied my Mod Podge, which was amazing because I was able to do this cup like. I spray painted it in the morning. A couple of hours later, I came back and did the glitter. Now, I do want to let you guys know that I did seal my glitter as I was going. So for example, right here, these stripes, the red ones, they already have one coat of sealer on them. And I did that because I didn't want any colors to cross-contaminate. So I was like, you know what? I'd rather seal it way too much than not seal it enough, especially because I had white stripes. So guys, look how pretty this blue is. Oh my Lanta Santa, it's so stinking pretty. Okay, so I am just drizzling all the blue. Oh my gosh, it's already looking so stinking cute. Now, when I finish adding my blue glitter, I'm gonna go ahead and seal it one more time. I'm gonna seal the blue part and go over the stripes again just to make sure that it's super duper duper sealed. And then I'm gonna let it sit for 15 to 20 minutes, and I'm gonna reseal the blue part a second time, and then I'll come back to do the middle section, okay? Guys, every single time I peeled off tape, I was like, ooh, I wanted to do a slow motion and like, let's get it on. You know, cause it's, you know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm saying. This is quality content right here. Okay, this is R-rated Tumbler content. So once I sealed the blue glitter twice, and I guess at this point I sealed the red stripes 3 times, I went ahead and went in with my Mod Podge for the center section. Now, if you don't get it exactly perfect, it's okay because we're gonna use vinyl strips to separate out that section. So you're gonna be able to hide any imperfections. So I went ahead and used Mod Podge, went around the entire midsection. And the really cute polka dot like red, white, and blue mix that I'm gonna put in the center, I bought it last summer when I lived in North Carolina. There was a vinyl store. It is called JC Blinks, I believe. It was called JC's Vinyl, and then they switched it over to JC Blinks is what it's called. But I know that you can get this polka dot glitter like on Etsy and stuff like that. I know a lot of people carry the really cute polka dot glitter. And so I just wanted to do this mix in the middle just to kind of separate out the stars from the stripes. And I know obviously it's not traditional. I mean, it's a glitter tumbler. I'm doing my best, but I really wanted it to have a different element. Like, I don't know, just to separate it, to separate the stars and the stripes, and to give it like a little touch of like girly, and just to make it a little bit different. So I went in and I added it to the midsection, and right now I'm using this like fanned out brush just to to sweep off any excess polka dots that may have landed in the wrong spot. And before I went in with my white, you guys, I sealed the polka dots twice, okay? So this glitter has been sealed a million times, but it was super important to overly seal, so that when I went in with my white, there was no cross contamination. And white was my very last color, of course, because it was the last color and I didn't want to risk anything being on it. Actually, as a matter of fact, it's not technically white. It's not a true white. I used opal. For you guys, for all of you who've been following me since day one, from day one, you know that opals are my life, okay? I started out by being super duper obsessed with Cloud 9 by Sass and Crafts. I still have a ton of it. Like, it's one of my favorite opals ever. And so I just adore opals. So I didn't want to do a true white. I wanted to do a really pretty opal. And so I just took my brush and brushed off any of that opal that landed on the red. And the red is super duper sealed, so I wasn't losing any red when I was brushing this off. Okay. And then after I did my white stripes, I went ahead and super duper sealed them, okay? This is the sealer I've been talking about the whole time. It's Polycrylic. Now, I probably sealed the white stripes at least twice and just went over the entire tumbler and let it dry for about an hour. And then I came in with my epoxy. Okay, I think we were using 30 or 40 mLs of medium viscosity by CC DIY. It's my favorite. And the reason I'm using so much for that first coat is because we are trying to cover that blue glitter, that red and white glitter, and those polka dots in the center. Also, this is a 32-ounce plump from the Steel Magnolia. I'm sorry. So it's a little bit bigger than the normal 30 ounces that I use. So I just wanted to make sure that I had pretty good coverage on my very first coat. And that, guys, I wasn't nervous when I was epoxying it because like I said, I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I just wanted to make sure that it was super duper, ultra duper, quadruple sealed. And so when I went in with my epoxy, nothing got cross-contaminated. It was amazing. So if there's anything I can stress to you a lot about this tumbler, is seal your glitter every time you do something. Every time when you do the red stripes, seal it, okay? Seal it twice. When you do the blue, seal it. When you do the polka dots, seal it. And before you go in with your white, seal a lot and then seal again after your white. I know that's a lot, but the good thing about this spray is that it dries pretty fast. So what I'm doing here is I'm just making sure that I have coverage over the entire tumbler with my epoxy. So I want to make sure that everything is smooth, that I'm not missing any areas. You're probably wondering why I didn't do glitter on the bottom. You guys, I might be one of the only people, but you know, I don't worry a ton about the bottom of the tumblers, just because I feel like before I was always so worried about making the bottom super cute, but no one ever looks at the bottom of your tumbler. Not ever. It's always just sitting there and no one's like, oh, let me pick up your tumbler and look at the bottom. So I just don't worry about the bottom, like as far as like making it perfect or super beautiful and glittered. So we're just going to paint it white. Okay. Guys, look how beautiful this looks under 2 coats of epoxy. It's that medium viscosity shine. Oh, I love it. I'm obsessed. So now we're going to do very light sanding, because even though you can clearly see that I do have a pretty smooth surface, there was a little bit of rough spots at the top and in the middle. So I just went ahead and did a very light sanding, and then I went in with my stars. Now I have sad news about this vinyl. I found this at a Tuesday morning, which Tuesday morning is like the Wish version of Home Goods. So there's like kitchen stuff, home decor, and I walked through this one aisle and they had like different little baskets of vinyl, and I got really lucky, and this was one of the vinyls that I found. It's adhesive and it's glitter. It is absolutely stunning. So I don't have a link for you guys. I am so sorry. I feel so bad. But if you have a next or a Tuesday morning, you could check it out and see if they have it available. I'll try to do some research and see if I could find something similar. But if not, I'm so sorry, guys. You could probably use a very pretty silver. Even though I know the stars are white, I think that you could play with it a little bit just because it's obviously not, you know, your conventional flag. Like you're remaking it. You're making it your own. You're doing a tumbler. Okay, am I struggling? Am I having issues here? So I went in with white first, okay? I did my white vinyl strips, and then I went in with red on top. I couldn't figure if I wanted to do red or blue or white or blue or white or red. But the reason I decided to go with white is because it was really going to make that red foil like vinyl pop, and it did. I'm super, super obsessed. So as you can see here, the way I'm holding the cup kind of at an angle, like you could see the flag like in the direction that it's supposed to be. Does that make sense? Like the stars first and then the stripes. And I think that's why I was obsessed with doing the lines vertical. And then I went ahead and did white acrylic paint at the bottom. And then I did 2 coats of epoxy. I did 20 mLs, and then when that dried, I did another 20 mLs. And then I was done. It's beautiful. I hope you love it. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Besitos.